What's good, everybody? Welcome into the Early Edge. We are powered, as always, by SportsLine. I, of course, am the coach, and yesterday, in a nutshell, was a reason why we do this. The reason why we do this show, and we love it so much, we want to say thank you to everybody that joined us in the Discord channel during PFL last night. And it was kind of a ho-hum night, as I like to say. When you don't win, you don't really lose, but damn, it was a lot of fun. Now, Ian Parker, as always, nailed things on the PFL, 2-1. We just lost the parlay. The Maestro continues to prop it like it's hot on Twitter. If you're not following him, look at our recap. You need to follow the man because a lot of these props that he gives out now, they don't come out till after noon. So follow him on Twitter and get those plays. Also, many of you ask about the Perfect Parlay contest, how you can be a part of the year-long subscription. All you got to do is leave a best bet every single day in our comments section. Also, leave your Twitter handle. That's how we get a hold of you. One of our cappers is perfect on the show, and you hit your best bet. You are eligible to win a year-long subscription, and there is no better value in all of sports betting than SportsLine. Let's bring in the stars of the show. You know him. You love him. M Squared. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Coach. Got a little big baseball slate today. I actually have 3 plays on the show today, which has been a minute since we've had more than 2, but very excited today. Fired up. Let's go.
Very understated with the energy today. I think I like it. I think you're laser focused. Maestro always is. Good morning, Maestro.
Good morning, Coach. I was psyched to see Mike has 3 plays today. You know, I was on the road last night driving. I was listening to the Hawks game, and these guys are very pro-Atlanta announcers. They love the team. I have never heard announcers be like, this is a terrible effort. This is unacceptable. That was, what is Clint Capella doing? And I was really sympathizing right along with them. I was glad that the Twitter props, came through for 2-1 again, but let's get it.
Let's get it. Don't forget, follow us on YouTube, follow us on Apple and Spotify, and hit the subscribe button. Then turn on those notifications so you never have to say, Coach, where's the content? By the way, a special MMA episode, as always, in your feed right now. Bellator tonight, UFC tomorrow, and Ian Parker, or we like to call him the human ATM. If you're not following him and his picks, you're costing yourself money. He's winning, literally, I'm not kidding, over 85% of his picks at this point. It's like crazy number. All right, let's get in. Sports or storylines that could affect the betting lines today. My goodness, I just had a absolute brain just stopped there for a second. All right, M Squared, you're up first. The floor is yours.
All right, it's a busy day. We got 10 games in the NBA, starting with the Pelicans at the Sixers. Brandon Ingram's already been ruled out. Josh Hart remains out. Steven Adams doubtful. The Sixers are favored by 9 here in this one. Boston and Chicago. Boston favored by 4. Jaylen Brown already ruled out. Robert Williams played in the last game. He is questionable. Tristan Thompson upgraded to probable. He did not play in their last game. For the Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, both questionable. They are 6-point favorites against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Houston at Milwaukee, 17-point spread here. Milwaukee favored by 17. Could approach 20 depending on what happens with the news. Don't be surprised if you see Milwaukee rest Giannis or at least play them all 20 minutes in this game, because Houston, they are beat up. Sterling Brown out, DJ Wilson out, and Nwaba out. Kevin Porter out. Daniel House doubtful. Christian Wood, Jason Tate are both listed as questionable, as is Kelly Olynyk and DJ Augustine. Avery Bradley also out. I don't even know. They're going to have to try and put 8 bodies on the floor to be able to be eligible to play the game tonight, but that's all they're going to have. They're going to have 8 active bodies tonight. For the Charlotte Hornets, Miles Bridges still out. Gordon Hayward out. On the Orlando side, Wendell Carter Jr. out. Dallas Mavericks, Kristaps Porzingis doubtful. Maxi Kleber out. For the Utah Jazz, Donovan Mitchell, Mike Conley, both listed as out against Denver. Both should be nearing their return. Utah 4 favorites. On the Denver side, Monty Morris and Will Barton remain out. For the Sacramento Kings, De'Aaron Fox still out. Harrison Barnes listed as questionable. I am going to say that he's still highly questionable at this point, but he is nearing his return. And then for the Lakers, Dennis Schroeder, LeBron James, Talon Horton-Tucker all remain out.
This is absolutely crazy. One of the hardest things to do in sports betting is to not make a bet, especially if it's your favorite teams. But that Bucks game, if you bet on that game, then don't ever come back to us and complain about anything, because nobody should be touching that game with a 10-foot pole. Are you kidding me? All right, let's get into our boards today, and I feel really good. I feel really good about what we're throwing out there today from SportsLine. And don't forget, right now, if you use the promo code EDGE, we're going to give you 30 days for free, all access to the simulations, to the cappers, all of it for 30 days. And I'm telling you, there's a lot more picks on the site, certainly from our cappers too, than what we have time for here on the Early Edge. So be a part of the SportsLine family as it continues to grow. So play number one, we're going to go Leicester City. 2 plays in one here. This is from our guy Martin Green at SportsLine. He loves Leicester City, minus 1.5 goals, plus 115. Also, he is on the over 2.5 goals coming back at minus 150. Now, Leicester is just a better team. The Magpies are not a very good team. Leicester beat this team 5-0, 3-0 last year. This year, they're up 2-0 until the final moments of the game. So that was nearly a shutout. So we love Leicester to dominate today, win by at least 2 goals, and for the total to go the over. Now, our second play, we're going to go to the NHL. This is a graded A play at SportsLine. Minus 160, the Lightning at home against the Dallas Stars. But Maestro, sometimes the juice.
It's worth the squeeze.
You're damn right it is, and tonight it's going to be. Take the Lightning minus the 160. All right, you heard him say he's got, count them, three plays on the show today. So that deserves a little extra. M squared, you know the drill, son. Give it to me.
All right, Coach, let's start with the first game of the day. Absolutely no correlation to wearing the Cubs hat, but we are going to be taking the Chicago Cubs on the run line here, minus 1.5, plus 150. Zach Davies has been pretty terrible for them so far this season. However, he's been much better at home. He's very comfortable at Wrigley. Now today we have high air density. Usually we're looking for low air density for the bats. Today we have the high air density, wind blowing in. It's going to be a pitcher's game. It's going to help him out significantly. On the other side, Trevor Cahill, 352 expected weight on base average. Expected slugging is up to 500. The Cubs are simply the better team here. The Pirates are not a great team at all. At plus 150, this will be Chiefs dog of the day, and this one has a lot of value at this number. Second one, also going to be an underdog play. It is the Atlanta Braves on the run line, minus 1.5, plus 130. Charlie Morton against Zach Eflin. Look, Charlie Morton is basically what we've always known him to be at this point, right? He's going to have that weighted on base average right on line with his expected numbers at 302, which is going to be below. It's going to be above average in terms of being good in Major League Baseball this season. But what really stands out is the expected slugging is only 384. A lot of pitchers in this range are going to be 450 to 500. He is keeping the ball in the yard and projecting to do that. On the Phillies side, Bryce Harper, Gene Segura remain questionable. Freddie Freeman got the day off yesterday for the Braves. He'll be back in the lineup here. Love the Braves on the run line, minus 1.5, 130. And then my final play, the Oakland A's, Rich Hill versus Sean Manaea for the A's. This line's minus 125. I have the A's winning 58% of simulations, implying this line should be minus 140. The A's are sneaky good against left-handed pitching. They're a top 10 offense in terms of weighted on base average. But when we look for power, they are a top 3 team in terms of isolated power here. I like them in this spot quite a bit. Rich Hill, the slugging allowed numbers are starting to concern me just a little bit. I think he gives up at least 1 home run in this game. Take the A's minus 125.
I love all of those plays, but be careful. Make sure you hit the right section in your book when you have 2 run line plays as opposed to the money line. All right, Maestro, our anchor, our leader. Go ahead.
All right, just one play so far for me. It's going to be the Marlins. You know, they just outscored the Diamondbacks 20-4. They've won 4 straight home games, and they're playing a Brewers team without Yelich, has lost 5 straight. Rogers just faced this team 2 starts ago, 6 innings, 7 Ks, no runs. I think it's a pretty reasonable price at minus 135. Their bullpen has been amazing lately, 3.34 ERA, second best in the National League. I'm going to play the Marlins minus 135 at home to keep rolling. And I'm also going to be giving out some plays on Twitter later today. I've hit 8 of the last 10 of those. So we're just going to try and keep that rolling.
You're damn right. I look at my Twitter, refresh. Dare we say that Derek Jeter could be doing a good job down there in Miami? I don't know. Don't sleep on those Marlins. They're playing pretty well right now. Okay, we're up against it. Grab your paper, grab your pencil. Here is the recap. M squared is on 3 games today. The Cubs on the run line, minus 1.5. It's coming back at 150. That is Chiefs dog of the day. I love that sounder. Then the A's minus 125 late tonight against the Rays. And the Braves also on the run line, minus 1.5 plus 130. Then the Maestro right now, just the one play. But of course, follow him on Twitter as he releases props almost every single day when he sees the value. The Marlins, though, he is on that play, minus 135. We love that play as well. All right, from SportsLine, 3 plays, 2 from the same game. Leicester City, minus 1.5 goals. That's plus 115. And then Leicester, Newcastle over 2.5 goals. That's coming back at minus 150. And then from the NHL, a graded A play at SportsLine, the Lightning, minus 160. And our Jeweler's Gym parlay of the day is becoming one of my favorite things to put in. We're going to package up the Indians, minus 140. That's coming from Matt Snyder, incredible baseball capper on SportsLine. We're also going to go with that Lightning play, minus 160, graded A at SportsLine. Tampa on a 4-game winning streak on their home ice. And then we're going to go Leicester City, minus 1.5 goals at plus 115. All of that put together, going to give you a return of plus 499, courtesy of the Jeweler. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. For the Maestro, for M Squared, for Chief and his dog of the day. Don't forget, special MMA episode in your feed right now. Bellator tonight on Showtime. UFC tomorrow. Remember, this is the only place. It doesn't matter the sport for your early edge.